Yeah. I know you've been going through it. But like you're all by yourself, back against the wall, walking through the fire. I'll be with you until there is nothing left. I know you've been hurt in the past, so maybe that ain't my fault. But I'm here if you wanna talk. Oh, baby, I ain't trying to work too hard for love that's not your mind. Willing to give love. I need a effort, baby. Oh, baby, give me that work. You gotta meet me halfway. I need a effort, baby. Come on, baby, put it up. Oh, baby, you gotta meet me halfway, baby. Say his problems none of your family. That you need a little space. This world is so bad if you keep pushing me away. Maybe if I leave, never coming back, that's all everything. Baby, I know you've been hurt in the past. Maybe that ain't my fault. But I'm here if you want to talk. Baby, I'm not really trying to work too hard for love that's not true. But I'll keep you my all. I need effort, baby. Come on, give me that. Oh, you gotta give it all. Keep it halfway. I need an effort, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, baby, you gotta keep it halfway, baby. Everything seems supposed to be. Communicate like it's supposed to be. I feel at home when you're holding me. Got me living out dreams, got me living my dreams. Everything seems supposed to be. Communicate like it's supposed to be. Come on, baby, give me that love. You gotta meet me in the middle, baby. Yeah. Come on, baby, give me that love. Oh, I need that, baby. You gotta meet me halfway. I need effort, baby. Effort, baby. Come on, baby, I need more, baby. You gotta meet me halfway.
Viewer discretion is advised.
If you just know you're that girl,
Yeah.
you just have no choice but to be that girl. And I feel like I'm that girl.
What if you don't wake up feeling like that girl? How do you be that girl?
You need to go back to sleep and wake back up again so you can feel like that girl.
There you have it, child. That's why I feel like I'm the T. I feel like I'm the T because I work at being the T. Like, no shade. I'm not the T just because a bunch of bitches like me and live for me because we all homegirls. I'm the T because I'm the motherfucking T. And that's just sad. I mean, that's just what it is. People legit in the world love to live for foolishness. Love to live for foolishness. You love to live for your bald head homegirl that just bald head whole shit. It's clear that I'm working at being the C, so girl, let me be the C. Like, give me that, give me my flowers.
Bitch, hello. Hello, God. Can you all hear me? Good. Let's do a sound check? Okay. Hello, God. Throw a scales of justice in the chat if you can indeed hear me. Okay. Yes. As always, welcome back to the platform. If you haven't had a chance to do so by now, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, all the things, girl, okay, engage in the platform. It's really appreciated. If you're not, again, already, follow me on Instagram at YB Speaks, as well as my business page at Tika Naturals, and hit that TikTok bitch at YB Speaks. All right. Girl, I know it's been a while. It's been a minute, but we're back. We're back. It's a new year. Hello, God. Bitch. It's a new year and a new me, honey. You know, I used to be queens of the queens. Now I'm queens of the queen of the king of the tops, bitch. Hello, God. But that's not what this video is about. Stay tuned for the adventures of being a top coming to Pleasure Points very, very soon, bitch. Okay, I got my juice here today. Hello, God. Cleanse. I've gained a little bit of weight, so I've been a little bit down about that. But girl, dust yourself off and try again, bitch. Okay, period. Girl, I cannot see the comments if people are even commenting. Let me see something real quick. Because I was having some technical difficulties earlier. Okay. What's up, Jace? How you doing, boo? Hey. Can you hear me? Okay. What's up, Jace? How you doing, boo? Hey. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. All right. I hear it. I hear it, bitch. We're here. We're queer. We're trying to be everywhere. Oh, God. That's the old one, honey. That's the old one. Y'all been following me for a long time. You will know, honey. We're here. We're queer. We're trying to be everywhere, honey. Okay, y'all remember that? Hello, God. Okay. All right. Okay. I thought. Okay, bitch. Yes. Girl, so let me just get into it, honey. I gave much ample enough time, girl. Intro on intro for everybody to gather their things, okay, and get into the courtroom, honey. Okay, all the jurors, girl. If you're late, you're gonna be sanctioned, girl. Period. We're gonna have to sanction you, girl. It just is what it is. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, boo? It's been a while. It's been a while. I'm here. I guess before we get into the things, I guess I can give, it's been a while since I guess updates a New Year child. I haven't did a live in months. I haven't put out any real videos like that either. So just a quick little, rundown, bitch, before we get into the things, girl, okay? Because, girl, it's been messy. It's been messy out here in these streets, bitch. And, I got to get mine. Okay, it's hot right now. The iron is hot, so let's strike, girl. Hell, God. So, I haven't really been up to much, to be honest with you. I've just been chilling, hovering in the ether, bitch. Just doing me. There was that period in November where I was just pushing out videos left and right, left and right, left and right. And I'm one of those people that I get tired of my own voice. Sometimes I get tired of, okay, for instance, as a creator, so I have to shoot the video, then I have to proof watch the video, edit the video, upload the video, then watch that video again in its uploaded form just to make sure that everything is good. Because you cannot trust technology. I don't give a fuck what these people out here are talking about with AI and stuff. Girl, there have been times where I've uploaded videos and it did not come out in the final product as it did in the editing process. So sometimes, girl, the exporting shit and importing and all that other porting, girl, it can affect the quality of your videos. So after doing all of that and then just pushing it out so much, I got kind of like, okay, girl, I feel like I got burnt out a little bit. Like, okay, I'm tired of my own voice. On top of that, what else can I talk about? And a bunch of shit has been happening in the past several weeks that it's just like, girl, bitch, you better get out here in these streets and give your tea, give your side, give your perspective, give your thoughts, your opinions. I was actually talking to Jace a minute ago, and I said that to him, and he encouraged me. He's like, girl, like the kids want sometimes we just sit around and want your opinion. Some of these other girls be a little bit too, boring, bitch. In the way you serve truth and justice, the way you serve that third eye comedic perspective, bitch. We need that out here. So get your ass up, hello God, and bring us the tea as you see it, as you feel it, honey. Okay, and I said, you know what, girl, you're right. Bitch, once I was afraid, I was petrified. Yes, honey. And I don't know the rest, but something about someone being by their side, honey, okay? and they will survive, honey. Weren't you the one that tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I crumble? Bitch. Did you think I'd lay down and die? No, no, not I. Yes, honey. We will survive over here at YB Speaks, okay, honey? Because there's a lot of truth to be told, honey. There's a lot of justice to serve. Hello, God. And we just got to get into it. New Year's was good. I had a wonderful New Year's Eve, child. I was off celebrating what was my last day, actually, of my vacation. Oh, my God. It was amazing. I just got drunk, child, and was just doing my motherfucking thing, out here laying these lowly bottoms out, girl. Yes, girl, just handling business and doing that. Again, I will have, this video is not for that, but trust me, I got y'all on those videos, girl, because, yeah, you're going to gag. Hello, God, you're going to gag. I'm still gagging. I'm gagging because I have them gagging. Girl, they said, no, not too much on the bottoms, girl. Stop. Ooh, child. But yeah, New Year's Eve was good. It's really, girl, had to let my hair down that night. Didn't get too toasted. Again, I'm grown. I know my tolerance level. Hello, God. Okay, so I know what needs to be done. Okay. What'd you say, Jeff Child? Why be out here topping the grade? Yeah, kind of laying them out to pasture, bitch. Okay, let me tell you. Hello. But again, we'll get into those things in another type of video. Okay. What else? Nothing. Child, just out here looking for a second job, girl. It's girl. The landlord and them finally won. The landlord was a lying ass bitch all from the beginning, honey. So they did increase my rent, and it's just like, girl, although I can't afford it, it would still just be a little, it would be choking the girl, and fuck that shit. So it's time to get to work. So I've just been out here putting out some feelers, child. It's been a long time since I've actually been active for real, for real. You know how you just surf Indeed, just like us poor girls be out here surfing Zillow, bitch, looking at houses we can't afford, them big ass mansions on the beach, girl. Just because, just to step outside of our lowly life real quick. So I just, cast the net out just to see what's going on real quick, So that's what I used to do, window shop for something potentially greater than what I have. But the girls with seniority on their jobs, you will know that it's easier said than done. You get comfortable, you get complacent, you get used to some of the perks. Seniority does have its perks, so it makes you kind of want to, stay planted where you're at. So I'm going in. This is my 7th year at my current job, so bitch, I'm not going nowhere. Hell no. I don't put in too much time. All of that. All the things. What's up, KK? How you doing, boo? Thank you so much. What's up, Kat? What's up, baby? How you doing? Hello, God. Yes. I'm here for it. Thank you guys so much for showing up. As you come into the courtroom, girl, hit that like button, okay? We got to get me back into the algorithm somehow, child. When you're gone for a little minute, they like to shadow you and they like to put you into the ether, girl, without giving you your things. So let's go ahead and tap that like button, And they don't really want to monetize me, all my videos like that, because, I have a filthy, filthy mouth, girl. And I just refuse to censor myself. Sorry, it's not going to happen. But what was I saying? Shit. So yeah, that, honey, all of that I just talked about, which I am drawing a blank for right now. My birthday is coming up, child, this week, bitch. Girl, I will be 36 years old. Girl, my birthday is the 19th, which I believe is Friday. 36, bitch. Girl, age ain't nothing but a number. And when I slim down and when I get my things, hello God, when health and wealth collide, bitch, let me tell you. And I just pray. I just pray. I can't believe it, Jesus. I just pray that the black jeans hold strong, honey, okay? Because the grays, y'all can't see it, but the grays is here. In a couple years, I may have no choice but to embrace the gray. Because, girl, please. No, God. But yeah, I don't have anything planned. I will be off from work. I haven't worked my birthday in many moons. I refuse to work that during the time period, even if I don't have anything planned. I refuse to work. Fuck that. Oh, what's up, MVN? How you doing, boo? Happy New Year to you too. Yes. Thank you, KK. Yeah, child. I'll probably do a birthday live. Hello, God. And since I'll be off, I really have no excuse on why I couldn't. So I'll be seeing you girls, you girls and guys, honey, hello, God, back here on the 19th, child. To go, I have a lot of things that I want to talk about, a lot of things that I want to say. 36 years of life, 36 years of consciousness. Have been through, gone through, girl. So just want to share some things, even things, I'm going to be walking away from the 30s in 4 years, girl. So, bitch, you're going to have to make the best of this life, honey, because when you start thinking, honey, and you start noticing the time is happening, girl, got to put some things into perspective and not just perspective, actual action. Hello, God, because after a certain point, like I talk about it on my videos, I don't plan on working past 50. No, ma'am, it's not happening. So, what's up, Magic User? How you doing? Thank you so much, boo. Thank you. Yes. And if you guys would like to donate to the platform, please feel free to do so. The Cash App is right under the screen, girl, okay? I know you guys probably want some news real quick about Tika Naturals. # coming soon. I'm getting some things together. So I will bring that back to y'all when I'm done. Because I'm in this phase of my new about to be 40 bitch and saying that out loud, girl. Jesus. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. That's what I want to do. I wanted to shut the fuck up and keep it moving. You feel what I'm saying? And just when I'm done with something, then I'll bring it to you. I don't even want to talk about it no more until everything is handled. So when it's handled, you will know. Okay, period. All right, so I think I have dragged this intro on too long. Again, welcome to the platform. As you are stepping in, please do not forget to thumbs up the video, bitch. Okay, engage. Please feel free to get into the chat, girl. Ask your questions, give your thoughts, your feelings, all the things, and I will do the best that I can to get to them when my commentary is over with. Okay, girl, because we have a lot of things to get into tonight. I don't plan on being here for 1,000 years, but we're gonna dive, girl. We're gonna go for a swim. Yes. Okay. So as we all know, girl, one of all of our favorite YouTubers, girl, hello, God. Funky Dineva Ross, bitch. Okay, her hair is laid like, oh, girl. Her hair is laid like disgruntled employee, but we'll get into that thought later on. But anyway, yes, girl, we all know that as of recently, child, Funky Dineva has been laying the streets out, girl. Has been reminding the kids of the power that she wields in these here YouTube streets. Hello, God. That there is nothing that can keep her down. Keep a good woman down, bitch, okay? A WOMAN down, honey. She will let you know that she will rise to the occasion, girl, that her supporters got her back. Now, that's all great. I love it. We love Funky Dineva over here at the YB Speaks platform. Actually, one of the first YouTubers I ever really got into like that. One of the first, not the first, but one of the first. I guess we can just go back real quick before we get into, the mess. Ooh, girl, no ma'am. Bitch. Ooh, the spirit of Funky Dineva said, girl, not too much on me, ho. Girl, no. Okay. Ooh, girl. Are we good? We're good, bitch. Oh, Jesus. Something's always happening. Girls don't like it when you talk about them. Girl, we gotta give our thing. We have to give our tea. It's period. It's public shit. We're gonna get into it. We can all talk about it, right? But I just want to go back. So, girl, before I even started, actually, it was well after I started. Because in the early days, I was watching like the Justin Jays, Asian Expression. I was watching the Scorpion Show, girl, here and there. Girl, the list can go on and on. I started watching Scotty back then. I started watching Cats Meow back then. I started, girl, like I just was into the things. And I was really, really, really into the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And that's when I started getting, after I watched, I would love to hear what people thought to see if I thought the same way. And Fucky Dineva would come on. He was always very into giving the reviews. And then not long after I got into his, his zhuzh, honey, for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. He started becoming like a hood correspondent kind of vibe for their platform in a way. Gathering relationships, networking opportunities. I remember seeing him, he asked a question as a blogger in the audience of one of the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reunions. And I always knew that the whole woman get up, the wigs, the very bright, ghetto fabulous lipstick, I always knew there was a gimmick that was part of the caricature that he's playing, I got all of that. I never took any of that, seriously. I don't think he did either, obviously, right? Because girl, a hot mess. But that was the capture, that was the lure, that was the comedy, that was the what I think drew people in. That I don't give a fuck. I know I'm not doing this right. This is the point. I want to be different. And I think that's what drew me in. I think that's what draws most people in a world where everyone is trying to be pristine and clean and well put together. And they're trying to, not look wild and crazy, it can be easy to conform. It can be easy to, be very much in, and I always talk about the social control, mechanisms that plague our society. And I always found that people who oppose that, step against that shit, I always find favor in them. You all know me, girl. I'm not a bitch out here that thinks like everybody else. I don't agree with the major, 100% opinions of the world. Like, girl, question everything, put a question mark next to everything. Let's analyze, let's dissect, let's figure out. Because, girl, just because 100% of y'all say it's the truth, don't necessarily mean it's the truth, So, yeah, that's what drew me to him, loved him. Girl, he has a number of beefs that we won't even go down those rabbit holes, and this is not what this is about. But when you're on the rise, girl, just know that there will be people that try to oppose you, that try to dethrone you, and that try to make your success seem like it doesn't matter and it doesn't count. From my perspective, from my standpoint, I truly believe that Funky Dineva has carved out a space for himself, especially in the YouTube streets. I don't think that he's too savvy when it comes to other platforms. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it shows in his production. There's none really at all. He's had the same intro for a million years, and even before that, it just really wasn't, on the level you would think that someone like him would have. Let's just be honest here. You're too successful to still not have certain things. And even back then, you were ultra successful, in my opinion, very popular. And I guess he just figured, girl, I don't need all of that in order to be. Obviously, he proved that to us, right? But again, you would think that you're getting all these things. It's time to reinvest into the platform. That way we can, look a little bit better. But again, I don't want to fight on that too much because, girl, people are out here making millions of dollars with just their cell phones. And obviously that worked for him too, because according to him, girl, he was getting paid $250,000 a year through Fox Soul, girl, to do the TGIF show. All you really need is your cell phone, girl. And I'm sure they provided a laptop. I'm sure they paid for the internet, girl. Hello, God. I'm sure just like all work from home jobs do, Probably got you a cute desk. All you really need is your green screen to promote their platform in your background. Hello, God, and probably other little things, but he just wasn't really big on that. And that used to get me because sometimes, I'm not going to lie, as a viewer, I would like to see people kind of elevate. I would like to see, I went through so many different backgrounds. I've done all these things. Again, to each his own. But I think to captivate, to keep certain types of people around, I think it is important to add a creative factor to your production. But again, that's not everyone's style of doing this, and I heavily respect that. But at the same time, girl, anyway. But yeah, although I haven't always agreed with his opinions, I've always respected his strong mind, his forward thinking, and the way he analyzes situations and delivers his commentary. It's unmatched in this arena. It's unmatched. I would say that in a lot of ways that he has made and paved the way for a lot of Black LGBT content creators, but I'm going to be honest with you. That's the one thing that always kept me from being 100% a Funky Dineva fan, because I remember a video he did a long time ago where he talked about leaving the door open for someone else. And just basically real quick, he was talking about his experience with one of the radio hosts at V103 in Atlanta. Was it Miss Sophia? I think it was Miss Sophia or something happened. I forget exactly what it was. But the whole message was just like, we don't get a lot of opportunities as, Black, LGBT, Q creators, commentators, content creators, YouTubers, anybody in the creative entertainment space. We don't get a lot of opportunities. So when you finally get one, I do think that it is important. And again, what he was talking about was leaving the door open. Like when you're ready to exit, when your time is up, leave in such a way where it's so graceful that, and help mentoring and guiding and putting in a good word and say, you know what, although I'm exiting stage left, I want to put my homegirl, my friend in this position possibly. Can you give this person a possible opportunity to take the seat that I'm vacating, And I'm going to be real with you. Like when I heard that, stuff like that sticks with me because that's important. We don't get a lot of opportunities. We're not sought after, and not for the reasons, girl, that we should be sought after. Hello, God. A lot of people think that we're accessories. They think that we're gimmicks. They think that we're just personalities. That's it. That's all they use us for. So I do think that it is important that we do leave the door open and, try our best to position someone who is like us, hello God, and not make it so difficult. It may have been difficult for us, but let's not make it difficult for them. Hello God. Same reason why a lot of girls get mad today. The older gays get mad at the young gays. Oh, everything that we went through and everything we fought for, y'all just out here, But it's just like, girl, that was the point. So we can make it easier for them to be themselves, correct? You know what I mean? But I get where y'all coming from. Sometimes I feel that way too. But the bigger picture is, the whole reason is so they don't have a harder time, So I've never seen him truly exhibit that behavior. I've seen people exhibit that behavior towards him, but I've never really seen him exhibit that behavior towards anybody else. He gave an interview to Tasha K. Why not seek out another Black LGBTQ YouTuber, no matter how small, no matter how big they might have been, to just reach back, hello God, leave that door open, give them an opportunity. I've never seen him really do much in our community to leave the door open for anybody else, to be honest with you. Please correct me if I'm wrong. If you have, but at least from my standpoint, I've been watching this man for a very long time. Since he was standing out to the sideway reporting on Sheree's Neverland Ranch, bitch. Okay, yes, since those days. My hair is laid like Neverland, bitch. That's how long I've been watching him. And even I think it was even before that. But yeah, girl, I've never seen him really exhibit that behavior. What's up, BB? How you doing? Hi, YB. I agree. Just had this combo with my sister and had to remind her her BFF is her BFF, not a handbag. Treat him with respect and stop telling everyone he is gay. That's not your place. Period. With a dildo as a microphone as well. Okay. And BB, going back to your comment, it's a late conversation. Like I'm getting tired of having that conversation with people, about us not being accessories and being looked at as, I hate to say it, fag hags, like, girl, we're more than just that, period. I think Oliver said Funky supported him. And he did. I remember he hired him. I think Oliver was the one who created, I think he was like his digital engineer. He was the one who was doing his intros. He helped him out a lot on situations like that. And that's great, but did you leave the door open? Did you help Oliver elevate his situation? Or was Oliver still in the same place? I'm just saying, though. Oliver, okay, girl, you with T.S. Madison, and I've heard things in the wind. I don't even know how that relationship is. Someone I remember hearing vaguely a while ago that Oliver no longer has a relationship with T.S. Madison anymore. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, forgive me. And again, I don't see where Oliver's situation has been elevated. That's all I'm saying. That's the whole point, is leaving the door open, girl, so you too can have your turn. The same thing with interns. The whole point is to eventually secure that position. You're proving yourself. You're putting in the work. Hello, God. You know what I mean? What's up, Josh? How you doing, boo? What's good? Yes. You putting in the work, girl, so to eventually be able to have that position, to get the experience, hello, God, to prove yourself to the masses, girl, that you can indeed do this work. So when the time comes, girl, we're going to pass the torch. Same thing, law firms do that, right? You got your first years, your second years, third, fourth years, girl. You got the associates, girl, hello, God. You trying to make partner, girl, hello, God. Junior partner to partner, whatever the case may be. I heard that too, Josh. I heard that he does free work because he just wants the exposure. He works off of word of mouth. Okay, girl, I know you can't pay me or you won't pay me. So we're friends. That's cool. But refer me to one of your celebrity clients. Hello, God. Refer me to one of your celebrity friends who will cough up the coin for my services. A lot of the girls in Atlanta do that. Hell, we'll work for food. Bitch, we'll work, hello, God, for anything. Hello, they sure will. When you start noticing the girls like Lauren England, ooh, yeah. Girl, we got off topic, girl. We got off topic, but girl, did you hear that Lady E's closed, girl? No, stop it. Her chicken place is closed, girl. We won't report on that, though, will we? What did I talk about not too long ago? Girl. Girl. Girl, I'm not laughing at her, girl. I'm not laughing at her, girl. I'm just saying, though, but did we have that conversation back then, girl? Girl. I read somewhere that someone bought it and they were going to move it to a new location, but girl, that has not come to fruition at all, honey. I'm just saying, though, girl, like, and my point in talking about that was when you, yeah, they won't report on that, though, girl. We'll celebrate the girls, right? Oh, we'll praise that we grand opening, girl, this $100 golden leaf steak, bitch, right? That's what we'll do. Mm-hmm. We won't talk about how she's closed. She's closed. Exactly, Jace. That chicken's been done. Hello, God. She's closed. When you have your hand in so many different pots, it's very difficult to hone in. It's very difficult to become who you're supposed to become. I get it, have multiple sources of income, that's great. But to have multiple sources of income in situations that you're not proficient in, then you wonder why the business does not last. Hello, God. What did Cat say? The chicken has clucked for the last time. Lady E must stand for extinct child. She's gone. She's been obliterated. You can Google that. It says permanently closed. Actually, girl, because I'm a messy bitch. Hold on. Hold on, girl. Girl. Let me brighten up this phone, girl. Y'all, do y'all see it? You see it says permanently closed, girl. Girl, stop it, I say. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Again, that was always one of my things. What's up, Miss Coleman? How you doing? Girl, we just ragging on these hoes real quick. Well, can't say DoorDash, and I forgot she was dropping off chicken nuggets and Whoppers to the girls. I'm just saying, look, girl, like, I still won't. Oh my God, we made this about that girl. I might have to do a separate video because I do have some thoughts, but I was trying to like stay out of it because I a lot of girls are like, why are you back over here talking about the web reality girls? Why you left this scene, girl? That don't mean I can't talk about some of the fuckery and fakery and the fraudulence that I've been seeing, girl, out here in these streets. It's very difficult. There's a lot. Chasing reality has a lot going on right now, girl. And I kind of want to talk about it, but not today. We'll do that. We'll probably do that for the birthday live, girl. We'll get messy for the birthday live because, girl, there's a lot of foolishness going on down to those web reality streets. And I think YB needs to come through and serve a little truth and justice to the girls, bitch. Period. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna get back. Let's get back on track because I've already just went way left. Okay, way left, way left. But yeah, that was one of my biggest things when it came down to Funky Donnie. Was I just always felt like there was not a lot of support for us when it came down to that. Following, and another thing that used to kill me with him too is when he got hired on to do the tour with the Queen's Supreme Court with Maddie, child, when Maddie parted ways with that yuck mouth bitch, Kaya bitch. And Maddie was trying out different people. And there was a time where Funky Dineva became almost a permanent member, hello God, a permanent co-host of the platform. Now, when Funky Dineva, granted, I get it, you're busy. I get it, you guys are traveling, girl. You guys are you can barely get a snooze in real quick. I get it. You barely can eat. Well, that's Madison is always gonna find a way to eat, bitch. Okay. She got the cooks on standby, honey. Okay. Hello, God. And it just used to kill me because it's just like when you got into that, you kind of left your YouTube audience. Yeah. You left your YouTube audience. And again, I understand that, it's time, hello God, and you probably don't have any of it, but at least one video, girl, 2 videos, like I feel like you kind of left your people. And then when that kind of phased out, you came back to your people. And granted, that's cute, that's your right, that's your prerogative. You have obvious time on your hands now. But I feel like sometimes, like we're seeing now with the whole departure from Fox Soul's TGIF, that you did the same thing. You were gone. You were not as active on your YouTube platform. Now you are, because you don't have that opportunity anymore. And granted, that is claimed to be of your own accord. You left willingly due to you know, your contract running out and the fact that you did not want to continue to be paid the same to do just a little bit more work. But we're going to talk about that. I don't like people. Don't come back to me because you need me now. If you were gone because, girl, you were sick, you needed a mental health moment, girl, hello, girl, you needed to relax, you need to get your mind together, right? I can respect that. You know, me, I take constant breaks because I need those moments to take a step back, but I'm still active in some way with you guys. I don't like people, especially bigger name people, who they make the shmoney, girl, when they step out on these streets and they have the followers, they got the supporters, they already have their hands in the pot of gold, girl. They can make that money, as we see him doing now. I don't come back to me when you need me. Hello. I feel like now I'm being used. And then you're coming back. Let's talk about it. You're only coming back this strong because the fire is burning bright. Ooh, it's hot. Girl, it's scorched earth mentality right now in this bitch, right? So let me go ahead and let me touch on this. Let me clickbait, because that's what's been going on too. Let me drag out this conversation. Let's speak an innuendo, girl. Let's say something that's about this, but go all the way around God's green earth, bitch, with all the things, right? And then still don't even get to the point. Because you need the kids. You need your supporters now. And girl, and all those videos are monetized. Get your money, boo. I'm not gonna go against you for that. You got to do what you got to do. That's the name of the game. But as a viewer, though, I always try to approach things as a viewer first. I'm sorry, girl. It gets a little usury. Usury. That's what I get from it, and I don't like that. Do not come back to me when you need me. The same way you said in that one video, girl, you talked about it, honey. You said, oh, well, I can make this money if I do one video a day or whatever the case may be for an hour. I forgot the whole whatever. But girl, basically you were saying that the same thing you do on Fox Soul, you could do on your own platform and probably get just as the same or just as much or more. Right? Right. Okay. I don't know. Then you want to compete with them in their numbers. You have a point to prove. So let's talk about that too real quick. So Funky Dineva announces his departure from Fox Soul. And the first video was pleasant. It was, it was amicable, girl, and there was a discussion about the money. And let's have this conversation real quick. And what I hate is when other people start to speak up and out. Now you want to get in your spirit. Hello, God. You want to start carrying, hello, God, the goddamn ancestors on your back and shit, right? Taraji P. Henson, we all know what's going on right now as she is laying the girls out in Hollywood about the mistreatment, the obvious disparaging difference in pay with black actresses, black actors, period, compared to their white counterparts in the industry, girl. Girl Monique has been telling the girls that for a long time now. Y'all laughed at her, y'all called her all kinds of things. Not y'all, but y'all. Okay, shout out to Rodney, hello God. Keep it funky, bitch. There's a big problem there. So I guess that's what made him feel the need to stand on the ancestors, girl, and tell them that basically, girl, that I don't want to renew my contract for the same pay. Can we negotiate for higher pay? Apparently, the studio was like, girl, no. We can't tell people what to do or how they should feel about certain situations, but I'm going to be real. If it's true as he claimed to get paid $250,000 per year. You've been with Fox Soul TGIF for about 4 years now, right? Girl, do the math. I don't know if, I'm quite sure that the $250 was a raise from a previous salary, because, you know, they have to do, you know, what do they call those, pilot episodes, pilot seasons, and things of that nature, just to see how things look, how the numbers look, what's the engagement like, is this popular, like, can this survive another season, right? So after 4 years, I'd say you guys are doing pretty well, you know. Nonetheless, $250,000. I remember him also speak on moments where he was poor. He was broken. He was dusted and disgusted, child. His lips were as white as some of these bedbug-ridden wigs that he be wearing, girl. That he probably purchased from Lauren England, girl. Yeah. Stop it, girl. I remember the commentary. I remember the allegations. I remember the rumors of the booger sugar addiction, girl. I remember the moments down to the bar where he was doing and hooing, girl. I remember the stories, hello God, of struggle and strife. And one of the things that I've talked about, especially on the Yes God Roundtable, shout out to the Roundtable, girl, is the delusions of grandeur that flow throughout the LGBTQIA plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 community, bitch. And it runs rampant. The delusions run rampant through our streets, girl. These rainbow ass streets. I think the delusion comes. You're blinded by all the colors of the rainbow, girl. That's what it is. You're blinded, and you begin to see things that are not really there. Hello. You begin to embellish. You begin to exaggerate. Hello. You begin to live in a false sense of reality, girl, where you are the king, you're the queen, you're the creator, hello, the editor, the director of life, and you are sadly not. Sadly not. And you think that you're bigger than the group. And although I don't watch the platform, but I can already tell that Funky brings what needs to be brought in order to become the entertainment, to become the one who's gonna not hold any punches when it comes to certain subject matters. He's gonna give a well thought out argument, and a lot of times those arguments, girl, they lead to disasters. But disasters is what platforms like that and his thrive on. So let's do something that's gonna bring some shock and awe, bitch. That way we can get some more engagement. We can get some more viewership up in here. Whether the opinions, hello God, whether the thoughts of the public are good in nature or not, bitch, it doesn't matter. You're driving up what we got going on. Because we know that Funky Dineva has been involved in some very scandalous, certain brands are going to take that. You can't just talk about it in everybody and say what you really want to say. Because I think didn't he have to come out with a whole apology about something that he did recently? He talked about somebody and said something about them. And he had Chloe or Halle Bailey or whatever girl, and he had to apologize for some of the things. He said, "Yeah, you got to remind yourself, Funky, this is not your shit." And I think that he started treating it like, "Girl, look what I bring to the table." And I understand it because Fox Soul's platform alone has this about, if not at the same or just a little bit more than Funky Dineva's platform alone. So I can get how you can get the big head, girl, y'all need me more than I need you. But that's not the case because guess who's giving the check? Guess who? The bitch who cuts the check will never be needed on that level. They won't be needed in the way that you think. Hello, God. At any moment, the money could say, "Girl, I'm tired of you. Let me give this to somebody else. Actually, let me negotiate a different deal where I can pay somebody that's an up-and-comer half of this." Because anything in the 6-figure range, baby, a yearly salary, just from sitting like I'm doing right now, bitch, 3, 4, 5, even if it was 7 days a week, it's only for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, girl. Minimal work required. And you have the nerve and audacity to complain? When you look at the numbers alone that TGIF was bringing in, it's not worthy. I'm surprised they're even paying y'all that much, because if you're getting 250, what's Claudia getting? Hello, what's Al getting with his dry ass? What does he get? What are they getting? I'm surprised that platform, they're getting 100,000 views top. That's all I've seen, 100,000 views for a platform that has over 400 something plus subscribers, 400,000 plus subscribers. You have over close to 500,000 subscribers to the platform, but your TGIF episodes were only getting upwards of close to 100,000 views. And you can afford to pay 3 people. Let's just say they were all getting paid the same, $250 a piece yearly. Girl, you better be happy. You think you bigger than the group. And how, let's talk about it. I know that he cares. Whenever your hair is laid like disgruntled employee, bitch, you out here saying the things you're saying with the vigor in which you're saying them, hello God, it's easy to surmise, baby boo, that you are indeed mad about it. Yeah, so it makes me question the validity of your departure. Are you telling the truth? Did this happen in the way that you said that it happened? And like I said, when you really think about it, girl, who else was paying you that? When you talk about how much you, hello God, can do without them, and how you didn't need them to bring in what you could have already done on your own platform, why weren't you doing it while you were with them? Girl, especially after new life, hello God, was breathed into your motherfucking crusty mouth ass. Let's talk about it. Because there was that time I talked about that Funky was down, girl. Down so bad he was teaching her how to make these seasonless ass pork chops, bitch. He was down bad. So any person that would be lifted up, hello God, you've been taken to higher heights, girl. Let me capitalize. Not only does this help me having this job, it also gives you the much needed relevant clout, hello God, the social equity, because now you're about to make new friends. That networking is going to network for your net worth, bitch. Let me go ahead and continue to do YouTube. Same thing if you would have did that with the Queen's Supreme Court. People wouldn't have been so angry that girl you left and came back if you would have just did that. That's double checks, bitch. And I'm not gonna lie either. The fact that these YouTube-based platforms like Fox Soul, when you hire these content creators that are new, that ain't new to this, they true to this, you should be happy, Funky Don't Even. Guess what? They could have had you sign a non-compete clause. I know I would have. That way you're beholden to my platform and not your own. They could have had, y'all need to be grateful. A lot of y'all ain't grateful. Again, you living in them delusions of grandeur, bitch. They can start having y'all go ahead, because they already know what's up. Girl, you have over 424,000 subscribers on your fucking Dineva Ross platform. They have 400,000 plus subscribers on their platform. If I was the president and CEO or the payroll director, bitch, I'd be like, y'all need to go ahead and have him sign a non-compete clause. Hello. So be grateful. So I would have definitely been making that money, girl, and my side money on YouTube, girl. And rule number 1, girl, never leave where you started from. A lot of these girls, they get the big head, girl. Again, the delusions of grandeur. You bigger than the group. And I want to let people know this too. And I'm not no hater, girl. I want everybody to get their things right. You got to do what you got to do. I'm not mad at it. But these numbers that y'all are seeing as of recent from his platform, they will not stand. It's only because of the drama that has been happening right about now. And another thing that really irritates me is that we always go off of subscribers. It's really about engagement. It's really about what's going on, because I don't believe anything anymore. Funky Dineva's platform has close to 500,000, right? But your videos are averaging out. I think the most viewed video of recently was the conversation talking about him exiting TGIF. That has close to 300,000 views. Anything after that is 2, 1, 90, 30, 40,000 views. Girl, my advice to you is to please step up the production quality. Please step up the way you deliver. Please step up your editing. Just step it all the way up, because you got a lot of the girls out here right now, while you have been basking in the glow of Fox Soul checks. Girl, a lot of the girls have come through and they're giving. They're serving out here. Okay? So if you want to keep up, I think you're going to have to really do some things aesthetic-wise. And if you're going to do the wigs and the makeup thing, just clean it up just a little bit, girl. Girl, that looks like the wig you were wearing during the Queen Supreme Court era. I see the dust left over, girl, from the time it's spent in the garage and down in the boxes, girl. So yes. Now let's get into this real quick. Shout out to Conscious TV, honey, hello gone. He recently had an interview with the Claudia Jordan herself, girl, and they went into a lot of things, girl. That was a very, very, very long conversation / interview, and I was here for it. Claudia Jordan is very well spoken. She's very well versed in this world, child. She has been for many years serving truth and justice. She was probably one of the only bitches to ever serve Nene her things, girl. Hello, gone. Remember down to when she was on that season, that dry ass season, girl. Claudia and her big ass feet laid Nene out to pasture, bitch. Ooh, girl, I was here for every bit of it, honey. That's why she didn't come back, girl. They couldn't have. How is this bitch, hello God, gonna come up here with these big ass feet, 5'4" fun feet, bitch, and serve the main character all the business of life? Okay. Claudia Jordan didn't play. But yeah, child, so Claudia Jordan featured, girl, and I really didn't gather anything disrespectful in that interview. So it killed me when the day later or two later, that Funky Dineva came out with some type of response that he did not even respond to until a lot of other people called him out for that clickbait shit. And then he came back with another thing. And then just a lot of different, ingredients were put into this boiling ass pot, child. And to top it all off, child, Tasha K got involved in the situation. She had an interview with Flame in the Road, child, that old crusty bitch. Had an interview with her, girl, and they tried to wiggle their way in to get Funky Dineva to get on the platform, child, and make it a public thing. And Funky was not here for any of that trash, girl. It was just, I was like, oh no, girl. So all in all, apparently Al and Claudia, bitch, they had their farewells in the beginning, and it was like very nice and it was amicable and all the things, right? All of a sudden, child, Funky Dineva is laying Claudia Jordan out to pasture, girl. And I was just like, wow, girl, like y'all hoes. At this point, like, is this for content? Because I know that y'all ain't this stupid. I know that y'all ain't this stupid. Was this to get some type of new viewership, girl? Did y'all realize, damn, Zeus and VH1, they win. We have no choice but to act like crazy fucking fools on a public platform, girl, just to get viewership, just to get people to be engaged in something. Right? Because I just, for the life of me, that Claudia, I think she just claimed to turn in somewhere in her 50s. Quentin Latham, girl, I think you're about 50 or you're almost there, girl, whatever. All of y'all are grown. And professionally speaking, like, where do y'all get off having this public argument the way that you are? This is just really unbecoming, and it's really trash, right? And I blame Funky. Just shut up, girl. You claim to have left on your own free will, and if that's not the case, just keep it real. You're mad. You're mad. Your plan did not work. And a lot of people think, and I thought this way when it first happened, he's trying to compete with the numbers of Fox Soul to prove a point. What if he's competing with their numbers to prove the point so that he can take this end result, take those analytics to the CEOs and the payroll director down to Fox Soul and be like, hey, do we want to renegotiate now? So for all we know, he's doing all of this pandering, girl, all of these things just to secure his job back. Or if he was smart, he would take all of this, public equity, girl, that he's garnered, and he create his own platform similar to a Fox Soul. But let's be honest here, Funky Dineva, girl, you're not new to this. You're true to this. Maybe you missed your blessing, your calling a long time ago. But see, that's what happens, girl, when you don't ever want to leave the door open. Do the gays really fuck with you like that? Why don't you create your own likeness of Fox Soul? You do it anyway. You're a commentator for a living anyway. You have the relationships to put a panel together of some prestigious LGBTQ go-getters. You have that opportunity to do that. So I don't see why you haven't already taken the social clout that you have, utilized it to where you don't even need a Fox Soul. Because all of this screaming, I'm an independent woman and I don't need nobody, when we start screaming independent woman and I don't need nobody, it screams you ain't independent and you need everybody. Because the bitch is cutting the check don't need you like that. I'm just disappointed that, you get a lot of heavy hitters in our atmosphere, right? And we do nothing with it. We complain about not having gay barbershops. We're so uncomfortable going down to the hood niggas, child, to get our hair cut. We have to dress up like trade and shit. And we have to make our voices deeper just so we don't feel like shit in the barbershop. Well, then create a gay barbershop, bitch. I'm quite sure all you hoes out here that do sew-ins and all this other shit, combine your powers, girl. Combine your gay ethnic powers. It's really that simple. The thing, though, there's no space, there's no clubs for us like that. Okay, girl, create the club. There's no space for us, create the space. We're too busy competing with women, hello God. We're too busy competing with black women, hello God. We're too busy competing with one another in our own community. We forget that. You wouldn't be worried about a Fox Soul if you just would have created your Fox Soul a while back. And then if y'all keep going on these public rants, no one's going to want to do business with you. Let's tell the truth. No one's going to want to do business with y'all ass. Let it go. It is what it is, girl. A lot of times business relationships don't work out. It is whatever. And Funky, if you want your job back, just say it. Hello. Girl, I thought about it. You ain't no Taraji P. Henson. We got to tell the truth. You ain't her. You ain't on that level. Shit, Claudia Jordan ain't even on that damn level. I appreciate you were inspired, but I don't see, again, very surprised you was even getting paid $250 a year. But God bless. Apparently, Fox Soul will be trading out people, kind of like how T.S. Madison did on the Queen Supreme Court. I believe I heard this correct, but our very own conscious TV child, Hello God, is supposed to be a guest co-host coming up soon. So y'all stay on the lookout for that, girl. We fuck with conscious over here. That's my brother, honey. Hello God. Hello, that is one of the charmed ones, bitch. You better know it, girl. Hello. So go over there, girl. He's been keeping up with all the stories. He's been getting the interviews, getting the exclusives, girl. Make sure you guys go over to Conscious TV's platform and get all the tea, girl. Get all the things you need, honey. He's going to give it way better than what I could have ever given to you, okay? So get over there and make it happen. What's up, Nadia? How you doing, boo? What's up, D? What's up, MD Doc? How you doing? Welcome everybody that's coming into the room, honey. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the things, okay? Now we got to get into some other stuff. But I kind of want to leave this real quick with the whole funky situation. I know that I've been really on this for a while. I think this goes to show everyone out there, don't be out here squandering your opportunities because you think you bigger than the group. Really remember where you come from. Remember the uncomfortable moments. Remember the poverty. Remember the hunger. Remember the thirst. And always remember that you keep claiming you want to leave the door open, right? That's how you leave the door open. And then when you exit a situation with the type of energy that I feel like has been served in this, you make people think, oh, do we want to deal with another one like this again? Aren't all the gays, they group us all together, right? Aren't all the gays like this? Do we want to replace him with another gay person? Do we want to deal with that? That's how you end up closing the door instead of leaving it open. You did not want to renew because they did not want to give you a raise. Hey girl, quiet, shut up. Make your little video like you did. I've exited stage left. It's amicable. You don't even got to go into the details. Girl, I'm on my Taraji P. Henson, because what you were looking for is for a bitch to rally. You want someone to cancel Fox Soul. You want someone to cancel Claudia Jordan and Al's dry ass. You want the platform to be canceled because you feel butthurt about what happened to you. So obviously it wasn't mutual. You were upset that your games did not play. You wanted to play hardball, and the girls said, no, girl, we're not. Human resources and payroll came together and they agreed, girl, that we're not dealing with this. We're going to let your contract dry out, wither away. Hello, God, and if there's any ashes left, we'll get the Infinity Gauntlet and fucking erase that shit. And bye. We no longer need your services. Moving on. Moving on, honey. I've already been on here for an hour. So let's get through some of these things. The next thing I wanted to talk about is NBA YoungBoy. Now, for those that don't know him, y'all know I've talked about him. I have talked about him several times on this platform. And now we got to get into something. We got to dissect. We got to go a little bit deeper into, this particular person, because I really do believe that what he said was taken out of context. And when it comes down to these hood dudes, I feel like I'm a good translator. Hello, God, because I come from that life, and I low-key understand what it is to experience what they've experienced, and in that, why they talk, why they live, why they react, why they do the things that they do. So I'm going to try to give my little spiel on that. What's up, BB? I was denied a raise. I swallowed my pride and realized I had bills to pay. I mean, and sometimes employers, they know that. They know, girl, you're not going to leave. You need us. And a lot of times that's a bad thing, because it's just like, okay, but it is time for a raise. Regardless of if you're still doing the same amount of work, life is about progress. Life is about moving forward. Life is about what benefits you. And especially when you see the climate today when it comes to inflation and just all these things being expensive as hell just to live, I feel like it should be a crime. It should be a sin, girl, that wages don't go up as cost of living does. It's horrible. Sometimes you got to leverage. Get some tea. Sometimes, that's telling on myself. All I got to say is be nosy. Hello, gather some tea. Sometimes you have to let people know that information is truly power, and by knowing certain things about certain people and situations and company business, and if you say little things that let people know that you are aware of the fuckery, the shadery, bitch, that's been going on around here, girl, y'all gonna have to cough up that shmoney, okay? Period. So I'm gonna play the audio for this. Where are you, girl? So NBA YoungBoy recently did a interview with a podcaster. Y'all know he's on House of Reds Girls, so he can't go nowhere. So recently, honey, he's been getting a lot of publicity, child. He's been interviewing a lot more. Previously, you would never catch this man doing any interviews like that. But I guess, how else is he going to really, besides his music, how else is he going to engage with the fans? How else is he going to make himself, relevant or be seen if he's not out here engaging? So recently, girl, he's been really getting on his shit and inviting people up to what he calls Gravedigger Mountain, bitch, and giving the girls exclusives. So here is the clip that everyone is losing their mind about, child. He's basically talking about fatherhood and how he doesn't fuck with it. And Charlamagne the God gave him Donkey of the Day, girl, for this comment, child. And the streets are on fire. Black men are angry, child. Which, girl, why? Because a lot of y'all niggas ain't there at all, So your opinions, especially, and the ones that have the strongest opinions are the perpetrators of this bullshit. And that's on every aspect of life, I notice with things. It's crazy to me. But here's the audio. Let me turn my phone up, child.
Talk about fatherhood and how, obviously you do have a lot of children. And I've been around you to see in a short amount of time that you're a great father. How important is fatherhood to you, man?
Not really big on it, to be honest.
What do you mean by that? You're not big on it? Like you're a family man. I'm here with you. I see it.
Yeah, but I'm only like in here because you.
Oh, well, I don't believe
it's a crazy topic because I'm not the type like the sugarcoat nigga. But I'm 4 walls all day, every day.
When you say 4 walls, you mean locked in?
Yeah.
Just honed in on the music, recording.
Yeah.
You can take that. I don't mind.
We bond a lot, but mostly.
Talk about fatherhood and how.
So, when I first heard this, I was like, hold on, what? Did this man just literally tell the interviewer, child, the only reason I'm doing this was you're here? Like, and at first I was taken aback and I was like, hold on, what? Like, that's trash. Like, that's very toxic. It's trash. I was very judgmental. But then I listened to it again and I said, you know what? This is a conversation worthy of having. All right. And it's the conversation of Black men who don't know what parental stability looks like in their own experience. So why would you then turn around and expect them now as parents to have that? It's okay, you have 11 kids, but that doesn't necessarily mean that, okay, you're going to be a good parent or you know what it is to be a good parent just because you have 11 kids. You just happen to be a jackrabbit. You just happen to be horny. You just happen to be young, hello gone, rich, famous, and regardless of anything else, these women want to lay with you. They want to have your babies. They want to have children by you. They themselves probably don't even know what a good representation of a mother is, right? I feel it's a lot to ask. A young man, he's only 22 years old, 23, however old. I know he's under 25. So coming from what he comes from, poverty, broken home. I think his grandmother raised him. Dad was in prison. Mom was going through her own battles and things of that nature. Again, if you're from, that hood, you know what that's like. You just know the traumatic toll that it takes on your child. And a lot of times you end up repeating a lot of the same behaviors in your adulthood. We talk about this heavily on this platform. where it's going to make you, break you, or mold you into a sorry ass individual. But do you blame that person? No, you blame the environment they come from. Period. I understood. He said, I bond with my kids. But the fatherhood thing, he's just not really into that. And I think the reason he's not into that is because he does not know what that feels like for himself. How can he give something he's never experienced himself? How can I give you something I've never felt, I've never seen, I've never experienced, I've never listened to, never heard it, never lived it. But I can do the basic things like provide financially. You're NBA YoungBoy. You got millions of dollars sitting around in the bank. I can give you money to take care of. I can bond with my kids. But do I really know about this whole fatherhood shit? No, I don't. And when he said, the only reason I'm doing this is because you're here, I think that was one of the realest things a person can say. Bitch, we're not watching Precious. We're not dealing with Monique's character running up the stairs of life at your ass. I don't want these white people at my house. I don't want these. Like, he's being ultra honest. Instead of appreciating this young man for saying, you know what, he's being real. Oh, and let's tell the truth here. A lot of y'all parents out here, even the ones who think they're the grandest thing since sliced bread, child, right? A lot of y'all don't even want to be parents sometimes. Your kids put you through so much shit. You're like, damn, what the fuck? I hear a lot about what a lot of you traumatized, angry, bitter parents say to your kids. Your mama should have swallowed you. You should have had an abortion. All these different things, right? Because you're going through a stressful moment with your child. So all I have to say is that what he said, yes, it can come off wrong, but there's some deeper shit there. Instead of casting this blanketed judgment like, oh my God, like I can't believe, no, girl, a lot of y'all girls feel the same way about y'all kids right now. Hello, God, let's tell the truth. A lot of y'all don't want to be parents. You were thrusted into it, girl. On that midnight train to Georgia, girl. You that one night stand on that midnight train to Georgia, bitch. Okay. Yes, girl. I respect the man for saying, damn, like, I don't like being a father like that. I'm not really into it like that, but I am a provider. I am trying my best. Now, again, there are some questionable red flags, you know, but for the most part, girl, like you're talking to a young black man who don't even know what it is yet to be. He's been on house arrest, locked down, hasn't traveled, hasn't seen anything, hasn't experienced anything other than what is within the fucking, he said the four walls all day, every day, right? He's locked into the music. He's locked into certain things. And again, what I hate too is when we try to expect, because you have kids, you don't have trauma. You don't have your own things that you're dealing with. You never give any credence. You never give any grace to adults for just because you're thrusted into things that make you the adult, like having kids and being grown, obviously, right? Having to go to work, having to pay bills, all the things, right? You still have to remember that was a person, a child too. That was someone who went through some shit. When do they get time to deal with their stuff? We always think, oh, you're grown, you got kids, so you should be over it because now you have kids. No, that's not the case. I want to extend some grace here. It's different when you're raised different. It's much different when you come from a different life, child. Trust and believe that shit. Sometimes it takes, sometimes you don't even get it. Even if you lived a long 100 years, there's still going to be some things that you fail at. There's still going to be some things that just aren't where they should be. You know, well, I guess it should have been that way. It would be that way, but it's not that way. And we got to deal with it. And Joshua, you said it perfectly. He's completely governed by his childhood dysfunction. And so sad, yeah, because you're locked in, right? As he said, locked in four walls every day, all day, right? You don't want to. That's a comfort zone. Sometimes we find comfort in our trauma. We find comfort in the dark place. I grew up in foster care, and I grew up with a bunch of boys, right? And to this day, none of these niggas like to really too much talk about what they've been through. They act like it doesn't exist. But then you don't realize you not talking about it is why you're toxic as fuck. You not talking about it is the reason why you're a shitty parent. You not talking about it is the reason why you still go through the things you go through. He's just another one of those types of people. He thinks his music is the therapy, and it might be, but if it doesn't change the attitude, if it doesn't change your approach, if it doesn't change your thought process, especially how you deal with your kids or relationships, things of that nature, it can become a problem. But I'm going to give you grace because I know that's what it is. Forget my nephew's playing video games in the background, y'all. Forgive him. Jesus. But yeah, girl. That's all I really wanted to say about NBA YoungBoy. God bless him. God bless the kids. He made a diss track against Charlamagne the God, giving him Donkey of the Day. It was actually a really good song. But I'm gonna give him grace, girl. I'm gonna give that allowance because I understand. And he's young, and girl, we just always expect people to have it together, or they should already know this. And knowing something and being able to, utilize those tools for that experience it's totally different, girl. It's totally fucking different. So, where are my notes? All right, girl. So we got to get through this, right? So Lil Nas X, girl. Lil Nas X is out here wearing the industry out yet again, child, with this provocative ass, child, and very intense, heavy, religious. Oh, girl. Look here. When I saw the initial promo, I had a lot of things to say. Excuse me. I had a lot of things to say. Because there comes a point when you have to look at someone and be like, girl, you're a gimmick. Girl, you're just something to just get under people's skin and then be removed. And we don't see you again for a while. It gets to the point where you look at Lil Nas X and you're just like, what are you doing this for? What is the purpose? We don't have a lot of people. Actually, we have no one. Let's tell the truth. When it comes to Black LGBTQ successful entertainers on the main stage, we have no one. And that is proven by the way that we, in our community, over-celebrate bitches like Beyonce. Let's tell the truth. I know y'all like, oh my God, you're not too much on Bae, honey, right? But let's tell the truth. Mariah Carey too, I love Mariah. Love Mariah, but she's also a gay magnet too. Because we don't have anybody on that level from our community. So when someone like Lil Nas X that has everything, in my opinion, in terms of music, entertainment, the creative nature, his ability to capture hearts and minds and shake the table of life, bitch, and get the girls talking, right? No matter what it is, negative, positive, whatever. I feel like at some point he had all of the qualities to become our version of a Michael Jackson. And I find it disrespectful when I feel like you're only having poppable moments. And what I mean by that is here and there. You're here and there. It's where's I want to know where the longevity would be, right? I want to know, like, again, what's the purpose? Like, where do you see yourself 20 years from now? And I get it. Some people are like, oh, I'm living in the moment. And that's great. live in the moment because it's true. Tomorrow is not guaranteed, bitch. But I do think that in terms of legacy, another person who you were sleeping on your sister's couch, you were sneaking in grinder trade, girl. Hello, God. Through the back door of life. You were hungry. You worked at Six Flags. You worked at fast food restaurants. I think he said he worked at Taco Bell. You were poor, dusted, disgusted. So I asked myself, to have this opportunity, you were able to grasp it. Great. How do you let it grow and become more? How do you become a mainstay, hello God, in the industry? How do you become that thing for us? And again, I know it's a lot to put on people. Why does he have to be the thing for the community? Girl, because we don't have anybody. And he's the closest thing to it. Like whether a lot of us like it or not, he's the closest thing to it that embodies a lot of what the fuck we are. The butch queens, the sassy girls, the straight niggas. He embodies all of that. So I feel like he is a representation of our community on a mass level. Whether a lot of y'all like to believe that or not, he is. So I began to question with the antics and the things, right? And I take into consideration you're young. But then, right, girl, as quick as I am to condemn and judge and lay his ass out to pasture, I really had to think about it. He is telling the story of what it feels like to be a black gay man growing up in the South, heavy religious atmosphere. Every time you go to church, you're not only are you forced to love God, but then you love God so much, right? You try to love God in the church. We always forget that. We don't have to love God in the church, child. That's just, girl, that's the fraud right there. That's how they get your money. God is any and everywhere. Hello, God. He's God of all things, correct? So, girl, he's 9 times out of 10, God ain't even in 98% of these churches, bitch. The devil is in these churches, girl, okay? How you made him feel, how you made us feel when we used to walk up in that church. You're going to hell. You're an abomination. There's a demon living in you. You're not right. You're not normal. You're not ordinary. You're not this. You're not that. You're too much. Again, almost anything that walks outside of the confines, right, of social expectation, child, it's looked at as, girl, that's some left wing shit, left right wing shit, or whatever they call it, girl, right? And I felt that, especially when he had the Montero stuff and all that shit, Call Me By My Name, and the big things that came with that, right? And I have his back. And in this J. Christ video and the song, I'm really here for it. I love it. And it's again telling that story of like how y'all be making people feel. He's exposing the hypocrisy. He's exposing his experience on what he went through with the so-called people of light, the people that are supposed to love any and everyone. It's supposed to lend a helping hand to your fellow man no matter what, right? The ones who are they don't even have the authority to pass down judgment, girl. So when you look at it from that perspective, and a lot of you will never know what that feels like. A lot of you will never know what that feels like, constantly trying to seek out your God, being forced to, growing up in this fucking church household. You got to go to church. And some of you girls are so tired in your households. You got to go to church 3-4 times a week, girl. Oh, Jesus. All to be told that you're a faggot and you're going to burn in a lake of fire for eternity, girl. Your existence it's not wanted. You are a fluke of nature, a freak of nature. So a lot of y'all will never understand what that feels like. And God bless you. I'm glad you. No one should ever have to feel that way. This young man, and he's young, and when I watched this video, he edited it, he directed it, he produced it, he wrote it. Oh, because I guess the news is out. He's independent now. He made a statement, child, following that news that was just like, I was blackballed when he released his project I think it was 2 or 3 years ago when the Montero album came out. A really good album, by the way. He said he was blackballed, and his I think he was with Atlantic at the time, I believe. They weren't trying to do anything with him, so that's why he really wasn't doing much in terms of music. And I had questioned that, like, girl, where's the music at? And apparently that's what he was going to do his Megan Thee Stallion shit, girl. So now he's independent, and let me tell you, the video was good. For someone who's now an independent artist, he put a lot of time and money into this video. And again, I know a lot of the girls are mad about it, and you're just going to have to be. It is what it is. No one cares how you feel. Guess what? He didn't make it for you. He made it to expose the masses. He made it to let everyone know that, girl, yes, my approach this time around is tired. Hello, it is a little bit repetitive in nature because we have seen this before. And I think that, we would obviously like to see something new, but maybe he's not done yet. Maybe he's not done telling that story yet. Does that make sense? We all clamor, or we want our artists to speak from experiences and things that they're going through. What if that's what he's experiencing now? What if that's what he's going through now? And what if he's not done talking about that now? Sometimes an artist really does just make music for themselves. It's not really for, girl, it's not for you. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Yes, it's repetitive. Yes, everything seems the same, but it's his story, it's his experience, it's what he's talking about. And for all of the little black boys that have experienced that, like I have, keep talking about it. We see that and let me tell you why I love it. Let me tell you why I love it. Let me play this clip real quick.
No! Fuck that! Yo, Lil Nas X, you could eat my whole... Eat that nigga, bro. Nah, that shit just went up in my head, bro. That nigga... Bro, nah, what about the bro? God gonna handle you in the right way. I didn't even talk about that yet, bro. But look, God gonna handle you, bro. And you're... Bro, he did. No, bro. What he did? No, bro. God gonna handle that nigga. Real shit. What did he do? Nah, bro. I'm not even gonna explain it, bro. But bro, no, he's disrespectful, bro. He disrespectful. Okay, tell me how he disrespected, because bro, you can't be on that bad time. I'm just sitting in the corner on bad time. Go on his page, bro. Hey yo, he disrespect God himself. That's Christianity. Like Christianity. Yes, he disrespect the whole culture. He was mocking. He was mocking it. Yes, mocking, making fun. No.
That was Kai Cenat, famous streamer. When he did that, it made me think about something. Why is it when the gays, right, when we do stuff, and in this instance we're talking about Lil Nas X, that's when all of the niggas know about God. That's when you have now you want to disclose your relationship with the Almighty. Now you want to be heavy religious, girl, and well-versed in the Bible and all in the things, right? Now you are a zealot, bitch. Girl, you have been saved, hello God. You have been baptized down to the pool, girl, hello God. You have been cleansed of thine filth, thine sin. Girl, you would think God was their homeboy, girl. They've been knowing him. They've been going to church, girl. Girl, stop what I say. Well, I always talk about this when we have these types of discussions, girl. And when it's gay, that's when the anger comes out. When it's gay, That's when it's wrong, right? But y'all dudes can say and do and have these filthy belief systems, when, especially when it's geared towards women. Hello, God. You guys can sit here and violate women. You can sit here and violate your communities, girl. You can sit here and murder spree all day long, girl. You can sit here and commit all these sins and all of the things, right? Even when we talk about the Bible itself, when we talk about the book of Leviticus and all, people love to highlight the man shall not lie with the man. But girl, y'all forget all the other shit that's gonna have y'all burning for eternity too. It's the selective outrage for me. But only when it is gay, that's when it's wrong. Only when it's gay. All the hood niggas who have a shady, criminal, sinful ridden past come out the woodwork like Hurricane Chris. Girl, Hurricane Chris, didn't you get arrested? Didn't you do many, many moons in prison for committing a murder, bitch? Look, girl, I was gonna say little booty. Little booty, girl, y'all are the worst human beings to exist in this life. And you have the nerve and audacity to try to judge someone, to cast someone down because they are black and gay, and they are speaking a truth that has nothing to do with you. This man is speaking from his experience. And the last time I checked, let's talk about this too. People want to say, oh my God, he's going too far. He's doing this and he's doing that. What are your favorite artists doing on a creative level that's coming anywhere near this? Besides your favorite rappers sitting in the hood that they don't live in anymore, bitch, that they're not actually helping make any of them people out there successful. They're not driving up market values for your homes and your communities, girl. They're not out here giving back to that community. They're just coming to make a video in that community to continue on their foolishness to gain the street cred that they're trying to get, girl. Right? People don't want to see the Walking Dead bitch, like Keith Lee's experience down to the Bay Area, girl. He had to cancel his food tour, girl, because he was tired of looking at the apocalypse, bitch. The zombies coming out their tents, girl. Yeah, I think y'all are mad because Lil Nas X put some money, some time, some thought into this beautiful, creative piece of work, girl. This video is beautiful. It's telling a story. It's getting back to what videos should be like, girl. Your favorites ain't even investing in that kind of product, bitch. They're not. Yes, I'm here for the creative aspect of it. And what I got from it in a lot of those moments, y'all are like, oh, he thinks that he's J. Christ. What he's telling you is that now he realizes that he no longer, in my opinion, this is what my perspective is, right? This is what I think he was trying to say. I may be wrong. Him assuming the role of Moses and Noah and those lead characters, right? I felt like he was saying that, y'all tried to dim my light as a black gay boy. You tried to blackball me from speaking my truth. Now I want to be the leader of my community. He had T.S. Madison in the video. He had a lot of other gay icons, child, in the video as well, girl. And I felt like that was a representation of, you know what? Let me take the reins. Let me lead my people to freedom, girl. Hello, God. That's what I was getting from it. Oh, thank you, Prognosis. Welcome to the chat, honey. Thank you for that reminder. Kai Sanat, girl, you want to get upset, but you did have a little boy. Hello, God. In the hood, let me tell y'all something, girl. We're gonna talk about that when we get into Netta and Charles, bitch. The people we decide to make famous. And there's a little boy named Little RT who has been making the rounds on podcasts and radio stations and things of that nature. Kai Sanat brought him out when he was doing a stream. And this little boy, I think, has to be like, 8, 9 years old, child, however old, he's young. Talking about sexually violating a woman in one of his rap songs. Y'all promote these young kids and you wonder why they grow up to be filth. You wonder why they grow up to still perpetuate the same fuck shit, the foolishness, the filth that we're trying to excommunicate from this life, right? Girl, y'all can't. We say one thing, but we do a whole other thing, girl. We say about how much we want to change, how much these young people need to do this, and how much this, that, and third. But girl, look, it still lives and breathes because we secretly relish this stuff. It's sickening, it's disturbing. But all in all, this is what I just wanted to say. Ending it with the Lil Nas X conversation is just that although sometimes even I get angry with him, I sit back and look at the bigger picture. And girl, he's hiring gay dancers, black gay dancers. He's keeping the girls working. He's giving us Michael Jackson, Janet vibes with the video constructions, girl. He's giving us our things when it comes to what we need to see in this industry. And he's setting the bar high. No, he's restoring the bar where the fuck it used to be in terms of giving you creativity, giving you all the things that you need, require, and desire as it relates to all of that shit. So moving on now. To the next topic at hand. Sorry about that, y'all. So, but yeah, child, I think people are just really upset because he's shaking the table of life. Again, anything that is not considered to be normal in society's eyes, oh my God. And you guys should see some of the comments. It's just like, girl, let me explain something to you guys real quick. And again, this is no disrespect to my religious people out here in the world. God has been left. See, I guarantee you Jesus was sitting back thousands of years after he gave his life for us, right? If that's what happened, right? If you believe that's what happened. If you look at the state of humanity, especially in the last couple of hundreds of years, right? You're like, damn, I gave my life for these bitches. I think they have been left this universe. It's over with, girl. We are left to our own devices, child, period. And if we want to talk about the Christian faith alone, when you look at history, I always have to point out the history of the Christian and the Catholic faith. It was founded on bloodshed, death, war, all kinds of power struggles, girl, all to keep the Pope, all to keep the church rich. It was about money. It was about controlling the power of trade, really. That's all it ever was, in the name of God. So while y'all are out here arguing, fighting in the name of God, your God has been left. Girl, your God has been left, girl. And you are now, this is hell. Welcome to hell. The earth is the real hell when you think about it, girl. This is our punishment, girl. We are living in it. This is hell. Poverty is hell. Being hungry, being thirsty, working 9 to 5. That's all of it is a part of a perpetual hell, girl. When you think about it, all the stuff happening, this is hell. Okay, we are paying dearly for our filth. Okay, so y'all want to sit out here and you want to cast these stones in a glass house, girl. You want to call this boy all of these things, but really run down the list of all the sinful shit that you've done in your life. But again, it doesn't matter, does it? Because when it's gay, that's the only problem, right? When it's gay, girl, when it's gay, girl, that trumps anything, girl. When it's gay, I'm gonna keep saying it because when it's gay, that's when it's a problem. Only when it's gay. Mm-hmm. I wonder, y'all gonna put that much effort into TD Jakes? Have you ever been swallowed, girl? Have you ever been swallowed? You know, TD Jakes, girl. Take that same anger and channel it towards these people who've been making hundreds of millions of dollars off your sorry ass. Perpetrating to be a man of God. Using God's name to put people on their knees or to get on your knees. Hello, God, to be the power bottom that you've always been, bitch. All these people that y'all think are godly, these are devils, girl. These are demons, girl. These people were put on this earth to fool you, to trick you. And they making money off your star. All the things they telling you is wrong with this life, they into all of that shit. They love it, girl. They're into all of it, girl. All right, child. So we're going to move on from that. I've got to end this video shortly, but I want to get into it real quick, girl. We got to talk about some more things real quick, girl, because I can't let this go. Where's TikTok? Okay. So the next topic is this. Keith Lee. I mentioned it very briefly earlier. He's been out here doing his food tour, girl. Going to the spots and informing us on whether it's right or if it's not. And recently he just came back from the Bay Area, child, in California, and he had this to say.
Unfortunately, the Bay Area stop on the Keith Lee and family food tour is officially over prematurely, and we're going to get straight to it. Let's talk about it. There are a few reasons why, as a family, we decided to end the food tour short. But before I get to that, I truly want to say from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate every single bit of love. The people of the Bay were absolutely amazing, and I'll never forget the hospitality and the love that y'all showed me. Reason number one, I truly don't believe the Bay is a place for tourists right now, and that's what I was, a tourist. The people in the Bay are just focused on surviving. That's the business owners, the locals. The amount of tents and living structures and burned up cars that we saw people living in was shocking to say the least. Before we went, people was comparing it to Gotham City. Now, I might not agree, but I understand where it's coming from. But I can't harp on it enough that the people are amazing. It's just an environment. And as an outsider, I wish the city would step in. I don't know if they have. I don't know if they've been trying. But just from the outside looking in, it don't seem like it was much city interference. Reason number two, and this is in no particular order, we went to a lot of restaurants. Popular restaurants, not popular restaurants, mom and pop shops. And this is the first city where I have over 6 videos that I don't feel comfortable posting because nothing about my experience was constructive and nothing that I said was constructive. I've always been big on honesty. I've always been big on transparency. But I've never been big on completely tearing down anybody. And I feel like those 6 videos only doing that. And I've always said I'm absolutely blessed to do this. But it does take a lot of money. It does take a lot of resources to do. At the moment, everything comes out of pocket. So when we had that many restaurants that we couldn't do anything with, that was just another deciding factor. Number 3, and probably the most important, I had to go to the hospital because I had an allergic reaction to one of the meals I had. This restaurant in particular cooked a plethora of meats, including shellfish. My family specifically asked if they cooked it on the same grill. They said yes, but they would clean it. The second I ate it, I blew up like a balloon. I had to get some steroids and allergy medicine and it cleared right up. But it was a health concern nonetheless, and that was another reason why we decided to go home. I also think the Bay wasn't the target audience for what it is that we do. 90% of restaurants that the locals said had great food was already booming, and the people from the Bay are a loyal community. So if your food is good, the line gonna be out the door already. And then again, we went to some of those restaurants and I wasn't a huge fan. And even if I did like all of the food at the busy spots, there's never been my MO to just go to busy spots. So those are the reasons why we decided to cut it short. But nonetheless, some amazing things did happen while we were there. Chef Green's was one of the restaurants that I went to, and he had a news segment the day after we left. God is amazing. Mama T's also joined that category with a news segment the day after we left. God is amazing. And one of the places that we went that I didn't get a chance to post was a highlight of our trip. The name of it was Luxurious Cuisines. Customer service is absolutely amazing. And the food wasn't too far off of that. We went in as a family and we left for a $2,000 tip. So the trip itself wasn't all in vain. And again, I appreciate every single person that I met. I want to stress it is not normal for us to go to restaurants, not like it, and not post it. Any other time we ran into the situation, I've always had some kind of constructiveness to say. This was just different. And again, I'm always going to be transparent. I'm always going to be honest. Thank you again to everybody in the Bay Area. We'll be headed to the next spot soon. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe. Unfortunately, the Bay Area stopped on.
Girl, when he said that, bitch, they compared it to Gotham City. Girl, think about this, right? Any Batman fans out there, we all know what Gotham City was. That was like Raccoon City for Resident Evil, bitch. Like the birthplace of zombies, bitch. Every time you see DC Batman, what was the shit? I forget. Every time you see Gotham City, you just think, girl, this is some ratchet. Like, how is this? It can't be a real place. We know that it's not a real place, but girl, just looking around like, girl, what the fuck? So, to envision the Bay Area like Gotham City says a lot, right? And that's not cute. It's not cute at all. I don't think everyday people understand the money that poureth when state budgets, have their annual meetings, right? When the states have their annual meetings about the state budget, I don't think a lot of people understand there's hundreds of millions of dollars that pour through. Those monies are normally allocated for city, development plans, whether it be DMVs, government, buildings, school districts, the given out to the cities, allocated to different cities and things of that nature. There's a lot of money, right? If your city looks like Gotham City, it's safe to say that there's some corruption, hello God, that's taking place within your government officials. They're pocketing that money. They're circumventing that. There's a lot of fraud that's taking place, fakery, fuckery, and fraudulence taking place behind the scenes. Because I highly doubt when you're putting in on why your city needs what it needs, and after so many years of you being approved for those funds that have been allocated for said city needs, and we see 10, 15, 20 years down the road that those improvements, that there has not been any real investment of that money being poured back into the community you said it was for, right? Corruption comes to mind. And I think a newborn baby could sense that as well, right? I think cats could sense that as well, okay? And as dumb as turkeys are, I think they could sense that as well. Yeah. It's sad, and I think that we need to press a little bit more on this. You see a city that, again, looks like the embodiment of the worst fictional city in all superhero genres, bitch. Let's tell the truth. Gotham City was that one. You're like, no, girl, I don't even want to fly over that bitch. You might catch something, girl. Okay, bitch. No God, honey. So I think there's a lot to be said about that. Like, I think we need to really, anybody from the Bay Area, y'all need to be making these phone calls. You need to be asking the right questions. Like, why is your city looking like this? What's really going on here? And like I said earlier, when you see stuff like that, there's obvious corruption going on. So it's going to take a lot more than just a couple of voices. You're going to need to get some pretty powerful people to pay attention, and so they can really go down that rabbit hole. Do some forensic auditing, dig up these receipts, these paperwork, child, because I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of people going to jail. If they do this, if they treat this, if they really take note and treat this as an investigation, I'm quite sure they're going to find a lot of impropriety. I guarantee you. That's, to me, the first sign. There's a lot. I don't think people realize there's so much money. I forgot what state it was a few years back. They weren't okay. What's the water crisis? What was Flint, Michigan? The reason they were having that problem is because the cities for years were supposedly pouring money into these water projects, right? They were supposed to be, and they probably were, but they were purchasing the cheaper versions of the piping that was needed to do their water and all that shit, right? So instead of it not lasting 30 years, it was lasting 10 and 15 years. And then when the problem would happen, girl, oh shit, we got to find a cheaper alternative because, girl, we've been undercutting the budget so much. We've been pocketing, we said it was going to cost 100 million, but girl, we only paid 10 and we're going to pocket the rest. That's just give you an example of how that shit goes. And with Flint, Michigan, and like I told, we had that conversation a couple years ago with the condo falling down, child, like Humpty Dumpty bitch down in Miami. You look around like, oh, they weren't spending the money on what they were on the equipment and the tools and the materials that were supposed to keep this building to last much longer. So it's just really sad when you see a lot of these motherfuckers that are supposed to, they're voted in, they're public figures, they government officials who are placed there by the people, who you think are going to be for the people. But girl, when you see again fucking Gotham City, fucking post-apocalyptic ass vibes, girl, Walking Dead tease, you have to ask your question. This doesn't happen overnight. This is something that's been there for a very, very long fucking time. And it's sad. So again, I hope that Keith Lee's video really makes it to some powerful people so that some change can take place. Period. Cause it's sad, tense and shit. It's post-apocalyptic, girl. Like are we watching The Last of Us, bitch? Like no. And especially California, along with those taxes and all those other things they have over there, girl. Y'all are raking in the money for your annual budget. So it's a shame. It's sad that you still have that kind of shit going on in your communities, girl. You should be ashamed of yourself. And I do hope that there's a forensic audit, some type of investigation done. So a lot of you so-called fucking representatives of your districts can be flogged in the streets. Hello, God, dragged through the seas of life, bitch, as you should. All right, so we have one more topic on the docket, child, and then we will be done with this live, okay? And we're here to talk about Charles. Your lunch is ready. Girl. Oh, Lord. Fucking Miss Netta and Charles. Well, for those of you that don't know, Miss Netta and Charles, they made their way down to the TikTok, and girl, that trash has just been blowing up. And it made me want to question something else. This video really isn't about them like that. I'm using them as my example to talk about the very fact that, do you guys are y'all slow? Are y'all retarded? Like, are y'all, not y'all, but y'all, you know what I mean? Like, do you see the power, right? When you guys sit here and love on something, or you have an interest in something, and then the mass numbers that pour in to support that. Do you know that numbers, clicks, views, engagement, no matter what it is, whether it's negative or positive, do you know that it helps that platform reach certain financial levels? It helps that platform really get to some very high places. Oftentimes there's money, there's brand deals, there's all kinds of shit, child, that bitches benefit from. Merchandise. We see that Netta and Charles have these aprons out, child. They're out here doing music videos and shit, and they're just doing the most at this point in time. That everyone's talking about them now. Every video, all the videos are going viral. Like, they're about to cash the fuck in. They've even been featured in a bunch of other platforms, and it really made me think to myself. And I was just like, girl, like, am I the last one left that gives a damn? And am I the last one left that really thinks like how? And I don't want to take nothing away from them and what they've accomplished, so to speak, right? Because again, this really isn't about them, so to speak. It's really about the things that we support again. Imagine that level of support when it comes to real black business. That's your homegirls out here selling hoodies, bitch. Did you support her? Your homeboy got a skincare line, honey. Did you support him? Hello. Your friend got a restaurant. Did you support your friend? Your friend does private dining experiences. Did you support your friend? Got a YouTube channel. Did you support your friend that got a YouTube channel? But you'll sit here and galvanize with the rest of these sorry hoes and go up for something like Netta and Charles with these tired ass, dry ass plates of food. With the same meal every single time. In this bullshit, whatever that bitch be doing, looking like a Sesame Street character, bitch. So I asked the question, what the fuck is wrong with us? Do we not see that that's power? Give that to a situation or a platform that's really out here making it shake. That's really out here, that's really deserving of the shit. Not some foolery, not some foolishness, not some, I hate to say this, girl, coonery. I know that sounds so fucked up, but it's the truth, girl. It's foolish. Nothing about that is entertaining to me at all. And everybody else, Charles, your lunch is ready. Y'all are out here singing that bullshit. Girl, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, child. Y'all are, I don't understand it. I really don't understand. It's really shame. It really is. And again, it draws into question, like, if we, that same power, if it was wielded in the right way, towards the right situations, how much further we could be right now, further along we could be right now. I don't know. I question our sanity sometimes, girl. Watching stuff like that, and y'all have helped make people like Shamar blow up. Girl, what? That fucking troll bitch under somebody's bridge, the retarded troll under somebody's bridge. Girl, what? Now she's yelling that she's homeless now, girl, and that she needs help and all the things. Like, girl, stop it, I say. The things y'all make successful, it kills me. We could really be doing something that can really change the world, but we're out here supporting foolishness like that. And the girls are delusional. That's what's even more funny about it. Y'all add to the delusions. These girls out here really, Charles, your lunch is ready. The same way y'all see, and y'all get butthurt too. It's kind of fucked up too. Because remember those two lesbian bitches, the fake pastor / property manager girl, and then the other lady, LaShondra, whatever the fuck her name is, girl. They just a bunch of fools sitting here, and you got to feel playing in y'all face. Playing in y'all face, girl. And this bitch got the nerve to sit here and say, I didn't know that she was stealing money from me and doing all these things for so many years. And she was renting furniture and she was doing it. Girl, shut your dumb ass up, bitch. You weren't checking the deed, girl. You was too busy in that damn refrigerator eating these damn lobster dinners and shit like that. But you wasn't checking the deed, girl. You didn't even know that your wife gave you a fake name, bitch. You didn't even know who your wife was. She was stealing from you, stealing from the churches that she worked for, and all the things, girl. Even stealing from your so-called best friends. Those ain't your best friends, you dumb bitch. Now you have the nerve to get your ass on these platforms and make a living out of giving life advice to people. Bitch, you should be ashamed of yourself, too. It all comes crashing. Now they're nowhere to be found. We don't even talk about them anymore. In the music world, we would call that one-hit wonder girl. But in these moments, like these girls getting their 15 minutes of fame, y'all help them boost their life up a little bit more. They making thousands of dollars, getting brand deals, marketing deals, all kinds of situations, girl, just off of foolishness and retardation. It's 2024. We're not making nobody else famous. Well, y'all ain't gonna get nothing from me. But girl, y'all can do what y'all want to do because obviously y'all like dumb shit. But I'm sick of it. It's an atrocity, girl. Y'all should be flogged in the streets and dragged through the seas of life for even giving any kind of credence and importance to these types of people. For doing nothing. There's no substance. There's no nothing. There's nothing that's going to make the community better, make the world better. There's nothing. Everything a lot of the people do is selfish and it's for themselves. And y'all sit up here and cater to that bullshit. Put that same energy into helping your friends and your family and their little small business. Put that same energy helping yourself, bitch. Put that same energy into making something else better. Not celebrating foolishness and retardation. And y'all want to sit out here and laugh at Cat Williams because he's speaking some truth, girl. Let's give that some light. But I hope y'all know that Cat Williams situation was also a ploy to keep us, because that really wrapped the world in a chokehold, bitch. We didn't know what to do. But while that was happening, a lot of things were happening in the political atmosphere that go against our better interest. So I don't have time to talk about that right now, but we'll get into that in another video. But I just want y'all to start thinking about it. When something is a boom, it's popular, it's in your face, it's on every platform, it's on every news channel, it's on every media, whatever the fuck girl outlet. Let me tell you something. Don't become so focused on that you forget what's actually happening behind the scenes of life. Question, oh shit, why is this so big right now? Let me take a step away from this and seek outwardly. Because what's happening right now is, bitch, they're trying to keep your focus on that. So you ain't focused on that. Girl, stop it, I say. Anyway, y'all, I have to go. But I'm going to go back live again on my birthday. Y'all know how we do over here. And we're going to get into some things. I'm going to have y'all come up. We're going to talk. And I know y'all probably got a bunch of questions for me and different things of that nature. And I'm going to give y'all your opportunity to get up here. It's been a while since we've been able to confer with one another, okay, on a personal level. You know, I love to have y'all come up here. I hate to just rush my commentary and things of that nature, but it's almost 2 hours. Well, it's 2 hours and 8 minutes, 49 seconds, bitch. But I gotta go. I got some things I need to do. I love you guys, and I do appreciate you for supporting the platform. Please continue to like, comment, subscribe, share, engage, and all the things, right? Make sure you also follow me on Instagram at YBSpeaks, okay? And my business page at Tika Naturals at, huh? You can say hi. Come on, bro. You can say hi. He wants to say hi to y'all. Hi.
Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody.
Oh, Lord. And bother me. For the whole time I've been live. That's why I've been losing my thought. Because he's trying to knock me off my pivot. But, yeah. Child. Y'all be blessed, never stressed. Thank you. What's up, Outspoken? How you doing, boo? It's been a while. Thank you guys so much for engaging in the commentary. I really do appreciate it. Be Virgoing. It was fabulous catching you live. Love you forever. Thank you so much, boo. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you all. Child, I'll be gone. What's up, Kyle? How you doing? Kyle said he's a preacher's son and gay. I am thankful my family loves me and accepts me. We disagree on things, but we love and respect each other. Everyone deserves love and safety. Amen. And kudos to you. Shout out to your family for not being like the rest of these sorry-ass bitches out here in the streets and how they treat their kids. I saw the video, and it was beautiful. Music is supposed to push and make you think. That's what I got from it, too. All right, y'all. I got to get up out of here. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it yet again. Y'all be blessed. I wanted to hear you talk about it. I'm going to talk about that old power bottom at another time. I'm going to talk about his swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed? We're gonna talk about him another time. Yeah, definitely. All right, y'all. Let me get up out of here. Y'all be blessed and with stress, spirit of health is truly wealth. All right, take care. Enjoy your week. Okay, child. I'll see y'all again.